It's a women's bantamweight title fight between Julianna Pena and Alexis Davis. All right, here's the #1 women's bantamweight contender. She believes for a while she's been the best at 135 pounds. She's making the walk tonight, staring down the champion. Confidence, not an issue. Fear, not a factor. We'll see if this talented #1 contender can shed that label and leave with a new one as the UFC women's bantamweight champion. Well, this belt has changed hands quite a bit, but not since it's been held down by this young woman, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC women's bantamweight champion of the world. She has really set the standard for excellence at 135 pounds. Tonight, though, facing a #1 contender that comes in with a lot of momentum. So if she can defend the belt yet again here tonight, it would really go a long way in stamping her legacy as one of the greatest bantamweight fighters and champions of all time. All right, now let's get you the tail of the tape for this women's bantamweight championship fight. Pena is 30, Davis is 35. Pena will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 11 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of San Jose, California, presenting the challenger, Alexis Davis. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 12 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Chicago, Illinois, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Julianna, the Venezuelan Pena.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. You've got maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter taking on a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner of the highest order. You got to sprawl and brawl tonight.
Yeah, you got to sprawl and brawl. You got to keep this fight upright. She needs to make sure that she doesn't overextend on any punches and find herself on the ground grappling with this fantastic jiu-jitsu specialist. Big punch lands through the middle.
I'm not sure her striking has ever looked better, DC, finding the range with relative ease here, sir.
She's doing a great job of timing everything. She is seeing everything out there.
All right, so she finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort earlier on, but cleaned up the technique a little bit. And now we'll see. Davis is going for a choke.
Oh, wow, oh! There it is.
might just be a matter of time. She's got side control now. Maybe some of those knee strikes to the body. A lot of different things available to her here.
Now, in the side control, you may feel like the bottom person that you have a lot of outs, but there is a lot of danger in those positions.
Oh, Pena's looking for that arm triangle now.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
And that will do it.
Yo, wow. That was nasty. What a fight.
Well, no doubt it was quick, and you knew if she could take this fight to the ground that her opponent was going to be in trouble. So the takedown comes early, and so does the submission win. You know she's got great instincts when it comes to finishing fights. Once she gets them to the canvas, safe to say mission accomplished for her here tonight. So there she is, celebrating with her corner, the queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And how about the method of victory tonight as she gets it done by submission?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Julianna has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Julianna, the Venezuelan Vixen, Pena.
So after an emphatic submission win here tonight, she remains the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. A lot of people thought this was a qualified, credentialed #1 contender, and she was, but she proved no match for the champion here tonight, and the celebration is on. Hard to blame them after this result here tonight. Congratulations to the and still UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go, as anticipated as any fight on this card tonight. A well-rounded fighter versus the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. How do you see it playing out?
This fight can go two ways. This can look ugly for the jiu-jitsu fighter. She could be forced to stand. She's in a lot of trouble. She needs to take this fight to the ground as soon as she can in order to win the fight.
Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Oh, vintage stuff there. Nice combination of strikes by Pena. DC, for my money, she's really timing her shots pretty well here tonight.
Her timing, accuracy, and also the activity level is great tonight.
Davis gets hit with a kick. And she misses with the left punch there.
She lands a switch knee.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Effective punch there by Pena.
Again, back into the positions.
Rock'em sock him out of the chute here.
Another clinch position.
Tie clinch forward
Nice
here. We'll see what she can do with it.
Oh, there we go.
She's trying to pass here, gets denied.
Got denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transitions.
All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes here.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submission, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
Good work work from the top here by Alexis Davis. Her ground and pound is downright scary, in constant pursuit of the finish. Might get it here.
She does a really good job of throwing punches with intent. She never just throws just to be throwing. Every punch is meant to land, and every punch is meant to start or finish.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Davis. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
All right, full guard now, DC, and just because she has the top position does not mean she is not in imminent danger.
Oh, she's in danger at all moments whenever she's in the full guard, because they have so many different submission attempts that they can throw up at you. So she needs to pass. By passing the half guard, already eliminates a vast majority of those submissions. Move to half guard, then continue to try to advance to either get off great ground and pound or just positional advantages in the grappling.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you gotta pick your poison.
And Davis is now trying for the Kimura.
The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. Oh.
And this might just be a matter of time. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
Now she's in full mount.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Pena. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Davis. 15 seconds. Oh, keep it busy here off of her back. Nice offense from the bottom. Lands with the ground and pound. Pena's pass is denied. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, here we go as the next round gets underway, and you can see the visible damage on both sides after all of the effective bodywork there in the previous round.
You can see
Shot fire there, probably her best strike of the fight.
her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effective.
Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. All right, so once again, the fighters engage in the clinch. We'll see who will have the upper hand here, Chief.
There are so many options to dictate and control this exact position. Who is going to take advantage of? Oh, John, that was so... Now she's in trouble. Oh, guys.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She's got to go and attack the hip, create some...
Davis is looking for that arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Getting tighter. She's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great guillotine, and if they turn one way, she'll attack it. So you only have one option to escape this young lady, and by going to your knees, she always throws her hooks in and just gets brutal damage off from the top position.
Well, you got to try to stay busy off of your back. She's doing it here. Nice punch. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition. Davis is looking to lock up an armbar here.
An attacking armbar.
We're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
And there it is!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so there's the end of the round. And in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to her leg, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground. I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Julianna has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 46 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Alexis.
Well, DC, I got to give you credit. You sort of foresaw this result tonight. We have a new UFC Bantamweight champion. Congratulations go out to her and her team.
At some point, you're going to listen to me. At some point, you're going to take notice that I know what I'm talking about. I called it great fighter. You understand that she has a lot of ability, and tonight she put it on full display to become the champion of the world.
You're hot right now. Too bad you're calling these fights, or you could bet on them.
Oh, make some cash. EA Sports cash.
And you're broke.
Give me some game bucks. I want some game bucks.